Catch and release, preserve and protect. Eastern PA Fishing. Like and subscribe for more.
What's up YouTube, Eastern PA Fishing here. The date is January 4th. I feel like it's been quite some time since I filmed one of these intros in the car, so hopefully I'm not too crusty. I am making my way to a fishing spot now. Today we are going to be fishing for wild brown trout. It's been raining quite a bit over the last however many days, so the creek should be muddy and they should be up. Hopefully that'll play to our advantage. We're going to be throwing moving baits today. Mostly I'm going to be throwing a rooster tail spinner. Might also throw some small soft plastics, but we are definitely gonna catch some fish today. Hope you guys all like the content. If at any point you do, scroll down below, hit the thumbs up button, helps me out in the fish like it as well. Also, if you're not subscribed to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel already, what are you waiting for? Do that now. Eastern PA Fishing here, you know what it is by now. Let's get right to the fishing.
Got our 2021 license. Got our Cast King Centron rod, little Abu Garcia Silvermax size 10 reel, all spooled up with some 4-pound monofilament line. And on here, we have a little 6-foot long, 4-pound fluorocarbon leader. So the trout don't see the line. Got our little rooster tail on there, ready to go. We have everything we need to catch some trout. Whew. And we made it down to the creek. First view. It is definitely up high and it's definitely pretty murky. Might not look like it, but trust me, this creek is up really high right now. We're gonna make our way downstream a little bit. This is actually a tributary to a bigger creek. It also has trout in it. Thank goodness I brought the good waders today. Good spot to make our first cast. Whoa, almost just fell there. We have the entire day to fish, at least an entire 2.5 hours. GoPro charge on my brand spanking new GoPro 7. That's right, my other GoPro 7 bit the dust. So what did I do? Went out and bought a brand new one. Probably not a great idea. Probably should have bought the 8, but gonna stick to with what I'm used to. Don't see any fish. Not a good sign. Not seeing anything yet. Gonna keep heading downstream. We are actually walking downstream. I like to usually walk upstream when I'm fishing for trout. We're gonna walk downstream first because we won't have to backtrack as much. No bites, no follows. Not seeing anything yet. That's trout fishing for you though. Sometimes you gotta search for the fish. Oh boy, this might be one heck of an adventure today. It's definitely the chance you always take when you hit up a new spot. Chance of getting burned, but I think we're definitely gonna catch some trout here today. Just gotta find them. They're here. I can smell them. That was a little follow. There's one out there. There we go. Saw the first one of the day. Means there are definitely some more here. Came after that thing too. We're gonna leave that one alone. Kind of hard to cast to, but that's a good sign. We saw the first trout of the day, which means there are definitely still trout here and we're definitely gonna catch them. Here we go, spot number 5 or 6 already. We've been fishing for less than 10 minutes, but that's the way trout fishing is. You don't get bit in the first couple casts. Chances are you're not going to get bit. Spend about 2 or 3 casts at one spot and then you got to move to the next. Trout are probably some of the hardest fish to catch in the world, especially this time of year, middle of winter. It's not a great time to be fishing for any species of fish, really. Some slack over there, some moving water there. Got to be some fish out there. Question is, are we going to be able to catch them? One way to find out, right? Turning out to be a challenging day. That's what I like. I want to just come out here and catch them all every time. Sometimes I like a little bit of a game. Let's keep trekking. Make our way down to the creek that this one contributes to. Maybe we'll have some better luck there. A couple follows. No bites though. They're definitely a little timid this time of year. Well, your first choice isn't always your best choice, so I switched up to a little trout magnet. I think the spinner was just scaring away a lot of the fish. Some of them were a little interested in it, but I didn't get a single bite. I think they just want something a little slower. Nothing at this spot either. Oh my gosh, guys. It's gonna be one of those days. That's all right. I'm just happy to be out here, honestly. I don't always have to catch fish. I just always have to be out in nature. I promise you, if you guys are going out fishing for wild trout this time of year, it is not gonna be easy. Honestly, might switch back to the spinner. I don't know what to do. Nothing. Golly, this is tough. Made it to the mouth of the creek we were just fishing, and now we have this whole creek to fish. Ton of charge left on the GoPro, so we still have plenty of time to catch a trout today. Let's put our little magnet out there, see if we can get some action. No bites on the trout magnet. Oh man, guys. Barely have any line left on here. One more cast with the trout magnet. We're probably gonna end up switching up again. It's winter fishing though for you. The reality of it, at least. I don't know what to do, guys. What do? It is winter, so it's an extremely hard time to fish. Hard to be outside, hard to find fish, and also hard to get fish to bite, especially especially if you're using lures. Let's see what I got in my backpack. Alrighty, let's try this dinged up little jerkbait. Tied on the little Big Bites baits. Swim bait. Well, back to the spinner. I think we spent too much time at this spot already. We gotta keep moving. Oh, there we go. Wasn't even expecting it. There we go, first one of the day. Make sure we wet our hands. This is a wild fish we're gonna be releasing. There we go. Look at that beautiful little wild brown trout. Holy smokes, look at the colors on that beautiful little fish. Let's get him back. See you, dude. First one of the day. Finally got this video started. I'm gonna be throwing the spinner for a while now that we know they're gonna bite it. Let's see if we can catch any more. Nothing more from that hole. Let's keep moving. This looks like a really nice spot. Hard to fish, but a nice spot. Oh, there we go. Second fish of the day. He seems good. Stuck on this little rock. Get up out of there, buddy. Bigger than the first one, that's for sure. Came with a little present too. Gave us a little seaweed. Let's get him unpinned, right on the lip. Hook pops right out. Trout is good to go. Less than a minute out of the water, as always. There he goes. Back to the wild. Well, that is 2 fish in 10 minutes after fishing for about an hour and catching nothing. So I'm starting to feel a little better about today. Let's keep on fishing. Let's catch some more. One more cast and then we're gonna move. Don't really want to sit doing more than 5 or 6 casts at one spot. Chances are, if you don't get bit or catch a fish within that amount of time, you probably won't catch any fish from that hole. So when you're fishing for trout, it's very important that you're moving a lot, casting in pretty much every little pocket you can find. So you never know where these trout are gonna be. Let's keep moving up. Very good looking stretch of the creek. Nice little bend here. There's some structure in the water with this tree that's fallen. There's gotta be some fish hanging out in this hole. Creeping my way up, not trying to spook any fish. Let's see it. This cast is gonna be a trout for sure. Oh, that was a bite. Oh my gosh. He had it twice. Tough luck on that. 2 real nice bites out of this hole, but I missed them both. Chances are those fish probably won't come back. Nope, we spooked them. Well, this hole's a bust now. It's all right. We have this whole nice little stretch to fish now. Let's see if we can get bit this cast. It's a good spot. There we go. Number 3 if we can land them. Another pretty one. They're really beautiful this time of year. It's about the same size as the second one. A little bigger than the first. Hook pops right out. Ouch. Bit me a little bit. There you go. Another beautiful wild brown trout. It's number 3 for the day. See you, homie. Catch and release, preserve and protect. Eastern PA Fishing. Like and subscribe for more. We're gonna go upstream probably about a 1/4 mile more, but when we head back, we can hit all these holes again, hopefully catch a couple more trout. Try to cover some more ground. We do have to turn around soon. Coming up on some private property. One thing I really can't stand about Pennsylvania trout fishing, 90% of all the good trout waters are on private property. There's only these tiny little stretches of the creek that you can actually fish. Right up at that bridge is where we're gonna have to turn around. After that bridge is all private property. But we're gonna fish up to it. I think in between here and there, it's gonna be a couple more trout that we might pick up. Then we're probably gonna head back to the tributary, head back past where we parked up, explore upstream from there a little bit. Who knows? There is still a lot of time to fish today, so stay tuned. There we go. It's a nice trout. Might be the biggest one of the day. Stay on, baby. It's a small fish, but you still got to play them good. Trout fight hard, especially the wild ones. That is the biggest brown of the day. That's actually a real big one for this creek. There we go, hook pops right out. Never killed a wild trout in my entire life. Don't plan on starting today. There he goes. What is that, number 4? Pretty good haul so far. We're gonna keep trekking, hopefully catch some more fish. Well, that's the end of the line for going upstream on this creek. So we're gonna slowly make our way back to where we started. Here's that little creek we started out fishing. I think we might walk downstream on the bigger creek a little ways and then head back upstream on the little creek that contributes to the bigger creek. Gosh, that was a tongue twister. Trying to hit every good spot from every angle I can get. You never know if the trout are gonna wanna bite it fast, slow, upstream, downstream. It's good to experiment. Oh no, I snagged. I'm gonna go get that. Oh, we got it. We got it. That just saved me from crossing this. GoPro doesn't really show depth too well, but that's about 4.5 to 5 feet deep. I probably would have got wet even with the chest waders. Whew. Dodged a bullet on that one, guys. Now this hole right here that I'm walking up on straight ahead is so deep. And I guarantee you there's gotta be some 14-inch brown trout down there. They are just nearly impossible to target. I mean, if you're throwing a spinner, jerkbait, or anything, that current is moving so fast that it's almost immediately pushing your bait up against that log there. It's almost impossible to actually fish this hole successfully. See, when the water's this deep and it's moving this fast, the fish are down low. They're not up swimming by the surface. The fish are down deep. They go down below the current where they can sit there and idle, use little to no energy. Every once in a while, they'll periodically pop up into the faster moving waters to catch prey. But other than that, most of the time, these trout are deep if they're in a big hole like this. And this hole is so deep, I can almost guarantee you there are some whoppers in there. They're just real hard to catch, real hard to get down to. I'm sure there's some fish in this creek that no one's ever caught. And the average size fish caught out of here is what? 4.5, 5 inches. A 9 or 10 inch long brown trout out of here is actually a pretty big fish. Not too many big ones in here, but that spot back there is definitely one of the few spots that could hold some true whoppers. Coming up on another nice deep hole. Let's check this one out. Alrighty, this is a good spot. Are we gonna be able to catch anything is the question. Oh, yes we are. There we go, first cast at this hole. Gonna get down to the end here so I can land this fish properly. Seems pretty good. Man, he slammed that. There we go. I think this is number 5. Another beauty. I tell you, these are some of the most beautiful wild brown trout I've ever seen. Right on the lip. Look at that. That's all it takes to pop it out. Here we go. See you, dude. Pretty good haul for the day. It is the beginning of January. Usually don't have this good of a day out here. Nice bite out there. That was a big one. I don't know if he'll come back. I feel like I completely missed that thing. Oh my gosh, he was huge. Oh boy, that was a big one, guys. Gonna come back to that spot. All right, this is probably gonna be the last little stretch that we try today before we start heading back. There we go. A nice one. Feels good in that current at least. Oh, he ain't bad. That is a nice brown. Very nice brown for this little creek. One of the bigger ones for today. There you go, guys. Some of the most beautiful browns I've ever seen. He's ready to go. There he goes. I think that's number 6. Should be able to catch some more. Oh, I just had him. Dang it. There we go. Number 7, if we land him. What a haul, man. One of the best days of winter fishing I've had in a very long time. Hook pops right out. Beautiful. Wild trout, man. I can't get over these winter colors on these fish. Every little detail. Just freaking amazing. I came out here with the expectation of, you know, maybe catching a couple fish, but 7 so far from this super pressured creek. I'm surprised, man. This is a very well-known spot. A lot of people come here to fish. I haven't seen anyone today. I'm the only one out here and I'm catching all the fish. 7 in the bag. This is like actually probably one of the best days I've ever had in this spot. It's actually not too uncommon to come to this creek and get skunked. Catch absolutely nothing. Everybody in Pennsylvania knows about this spot. Not going to disclose the location, and if you guys comment the location down below, I'll just remove your comment anyway. This is one of the few places around here where you can catch wild brown trout, and I'm going to keep it a secret as long as possible. Here we are, almost back at the start of this adventure. This big pool again. You never get anything to come up out of here. No way. We got one out of this pool. I was just saying earlier, fished this pool so many times, never caught a fish out of it. There we go. There's number 8. And he's probably definitely the biggest one of the day. Like I said, the biggest fish are gonna be in the best pools. I murked it too. Well, this is a good example of showing you guys good trout care when it comes to getting these fish released, even if you hook them below the lip. So as you can see, he swallowed a little bit, but I always carry pliers with me when I'm trout fishing. So I'm gonna put this guy back in the water, let him swim around a little bit. I get my pliers out. Maybe he'll unhook himself. That would be my lucky day, but I doubt it. Something you should always have on you if you're trout fishing, good pair needle nose pliers. Let's get this trout free. Wet our other hand here. So now we're gonna grab him with this hand. He's just hooked by one hook. We just release the hook and it comes right out. As you can see, beautiful trout as always. Here he goes. See it, dude? Right back to where he came from. No damage to the fish at all. Make sure you keep the fish in the water. Make sure you don't touch them with dry hands. All that good stuff. And also, of course, if you're gonna use pliers when you're taking a hook out of a trout, don't be a freaking animal. Don't just go in there and grab it and rip it out. Gently reverse it. The hook will come out and you'll save the trout. Well, can't believe I actually caught one out here. Seems like quite the feat. Do one more cast here. Nope, like most holes when it comes to trout fishing, this was a one and done spot too. Pretty unexpected, great day of winter trout fishing. I don't say so myself. Well, we made it back to the little tributary where we started today's adventure. I'm just walking this little path that runs along it. Gonna go back to my Jeep, have myself some water, take a little break, and then we're gonna head upstream from where I parked. Hopefully find some more cool spots, hopefully catch some more trout. Stay tuned. There we go. Oh my gosh. Had him on there twice. Oh, that was another hit. These trout are ferocious. Missed all 3 of those bites in that one little hole. Telling you, this is probably one of the best creeks around here. A lot of fish in this one. Man, I'm not sure this tributary ever gets fished. These fish are hungry, man. Hungry but smart. Big ugly blue heron there right in the middle of the creek. Probably take off once I get a little closer. Dang, he better take off. What is that thing, rabid? Stop eating all my trout, bro. What's your problem? Man, look at that guy. This bird better dip. Yeah, I'm coming your way, homie. That's a big bird. Good riddance though. Don't need those guys hanging around eating all the fish. But those birds are part of the ecosystem, all part of the precious balance. We're almost back to the Jeep. Let's just get there. I need to take a little break, sit down for a little bit. Super thirsty. Actually left my water in the car. Big mistake. Always make sure if you're gonna be out in nature that you have some water with you and don't leave it in your car. Whew. Well, we just took our little break. I am feeling good, re-energized, ready to catch some more fish. We are finally heading back upstream from where I parked up. Now, the more we go upstream, I'm sure the deeper holes are gonna be farther and fewer in between, but we still should be able to catch some more trout out of this little creek. Definitely a lot different from the bigger creek we were just fishing. Look at all these old stones in the water. Those are some of the oldest stones in America right there. I wonder if we'll be able to catch anything this far upstream. This tributary is super shallow. I thought it was a little deeper than this. Looks like we might be coming up on some private property. Let's see if anything's hanging about. That was a bite. That was another bite. Darn it. And look at this fall, man. Yeah, I see a sign for private property. So this is gonna be our last spot. If you guys can see that house up there, that is all private property. It's gonna be our last cast, last shot to catch something out of the tributary. Nope. Looks like we gotta turn around. Well, everybody, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I am sweaty, tired, hungry. I have to go home and get myself some lunch, maybe take a little nap and edit this video for you guys. This was actually one of the better days I've ever had out here fishing. 8 or 9 fish, however many I caught today, is a very good haul for this creek. Beautiful winter day out here. A little break in the cold. It was about 43 degrees, which is actually pretty nice for this time of year. Anyway, I hope you guys all liked the content. If at any point you did, scroll down below, hit the thumbs up button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel, what the heck are you waiting for? Do that now. Eastern PA Fishing here. You know what it is by now. Till next time, guys, stay safe, stay tuned, and stay fishy.